which are very important for your aquarium, and it's going to increase the GH, the KH, as well as the pH, and all of those three factors are very, very important in a cichlid tank. Alright, so the reason I use reef crystals is that in a reef tank you need to have a lot of calcium, because corals, if you know a lot about reef aquariums, you know that corals actually need calcium as a supply, almost like plants need, you know, iron in a planted tank like this. So that was kind of a little, you know, thing to talk to freshwater guys about, and yeah, that is how I can explain it to you, really. Because calcium is going to increase pH. If you know, if you want to, what people normally do when they want to increase the pH, I mean, they use calcium. So yeah, I'm just going to put my cat outside because this guy seems to be wants to go out, dude. Sorry for the camera string right here. Go out. Move it. See you later. Alright, there we go. So, the calcium in this is going to be very, very efficient for your cichlid tank. But how to dose it and how much to dose? Well, it kind of depends on tank size. But the general rule is about a tablespoon per 5 gallons. Now, there are some people who maybe add, for example, this is a 50-gallon tank. And normally you had to add 10 teaspoons of reef crystals in here, but some people actually prefer to put like 2 more tablespoons in, just to make the pH extra buffered. You know, you can do that, there's no problem with that, but you want to go slowly, okay? If you're just starting out with putting salts in, you want to slowly dose it. And how to do this? Well, you just take a basic can, a plastic can, or a big you know, glass of water, and you just fill it with some dechlorinator. You of course need to have it dechlorinated, and then you just put in some reef crystals. For example, here for my 50-gallon, I would be adding, I will start out by adding like 4 tablespoons, okay? So I will add that into the can. I will mix it around with the tablespoon. And you basically want it to, when you're actually when you're doing like this, you know, the water will go around like this and make like a little whirlwind. In the middle of that whirlwind, if you didn't mix it properly, it's going to say like this sizzling noise, like psh. And if it says that, then it means you need to be mixing even more. So when that is gone, you're sure that the salt is mixed. Then what you want to do is spread it all over the aquarium. So you just open the top, pour some in the front, all the way along the front, and also in the back, so it can spread also in front of the pump, so it can circulate around in the tank. Then you just wait about 2 hours and you'll see how your fish is doing. If your fish are doing really, really well, then you're just going to add 3 tablespoons more maybe, or 4, it kind of depends on how fast you want to put it in. But to make really sure, just put 3 in, then you pour that in. You just keep doing that until it gets to the right amount, okay? So get a little bit of you know, get some hours between those dosing times, because you want to make your fish used to it slowly. So let's talk about the benefits of salt. Well, salt actually helps freshwater fish breathing. Now, not if you put too much in, of course, then they're just going to dry out. But if you, a freshwater fish always want to constantly have water out of their body. And the salt is basically going to help them get it out of their body, because it comes into their body, and yeah, it's kind of hard to explain, but it helps them to breathe. But if you put too much salt in, basically the fish will dry out, so you want to make sure you put the correct amount in. Alright, so other benefits of salt, well, if you have cloudy eye, I have had some cichlids that have cloudy eye, salt will cure it immediately. I mean, in for about a half a week or so, it will be gone. And other benefits, well, if your fish has wounds, which typically cichlids have, because you know they come up and fight every now and again, then you know, you're going to have you know, some salt actually that is going into the wounds and helping it to actually you know, heal. So that is much more healthy for your fish. It also keeps you know, like ick and, you know, basic stuff like this, you know, all these body infections and you know, parasites. It will basically kill them off. So yeah, there's not much else to it, but maybe a thing you will notice when you're just putting the salt in is that your water is going to be a little cloudy. You will also see this in a saltwater tank. When you're just putting the salt in, it will get a little cloudy, but it's because the salt is mixing around, and it should disappear within 2 days or so. So yeah, that is basically all. It is, in my opinion, the most cheap. Oh well, that is not my opinion, that is everybody's opinion, but it's much cheaper than you know, putting chemicals in, and it's much healthier than putting chemicals in, because I'm not saying that chemicals are not healthy, but they don't really do a lot of stuff for your fish. I mean, for my you know, my holding female tank here, I use chemicals because it's a smaller tank, it's much more cheaper. I of course can use salt in this, but she's not used to salt, so I basically want to, you know, just add some GH plus in here, and then both the pH, the KH, and the GH is going to increase actually, which I've seen, which is kind of funny, but it actually works on all of those three elements. Alright, so yeah, there's not much else to it. My fish love it. I even keep Synodontis, and what people typically say is that you know, it's not good for scaleless fish, but Synodontis really likes salt. You can see he's just chilling down there. I got another Synodontis. Wherever he is, he's hiding in the back right there. You can see his whiskers. So yeah, they love it. They're much more active, and I've seen that they had a little bit of wounds in their body, so it has healed, which is really nice to see. I also got a Plego, a huge Plego to just clean the glass. And I mean, this guy has no problems at all. He loves it. So yeah, I keep Laguna, peacocks, haps, and Tachynicans. You know, I've got the Frontosa. So everything is going fine. I also have some plants like Java Fern and Nubius. I mean, it's all okay. There's no problems at all. So yeah, and I hope it explained enough. And I mean, it has really helped on my tank a lot. I mean, look at this guy right here, my Cytotropheus seleucii. This guy, if he turns around, you'll see that he has gotten bitten in the eye. Turn around, buddy. Yeah, there you can see it. It's not cloudy eye, but it is basically because he got bitten in the eye, and I think it's another infection than cloudy eye, because he was all red before I put the salt in. But when I put the salt in, it actually seemed to like disappear a little bit, which is really nice to see. So I think this guy is going to be okay in a month or so when it's healed. So yeah, I'm going to keep you updated on that. All of my fish are doing well, by the way. They love the salt, especially my German red. Just look at those colors. That is crazy. I've got some comments on German Red Tutorial Tuesday where people were saying he was really cool, and I appreciate that. I have done everything to keep his colors buffing, and he seems to be really, really colorful.